Hey guys, Footy Manager TV here and welcome to the third season. Today I'm going to be showing you my transfers. There won't be a game, just be transfers and some updates on my team and all that kind of thing. So first, there's only really two big transfers. It wasn't one of my bigger transfer windows in my history of playing Football Manager, but it's big money. So the first up, Danny Welbeck to Chelsea for 36.5 million. So let's check the detail of that. Right now, his value is 28 million, so it's definitely above that. His value was boosted because of our success, and that's the thing in Football Manager. When you do well, when you win the league, when you win the Premier League and other competitions, but more so the bigger ones, you notice your players get a bump up in their value. And I saw that with Danny Welbeck. I saw Chelsea were interested, and straight away I did some negotiating and got the most that I could for him. I tried to get above 40, but it wasn't. Chelsea put the maximum of that much, but a lot of it is over 48 months, I believe. I'm not sure where you can see the details of it, but nonetheless, we only got like 8 million up front, and the rest was like over 48 months, or I can't remember how much months, so maybe 24. But yeah, nonetheless, it's one of those. We didn't get it all up front, but eventually we're going to get that money. And for people wondering, we were in the red last season. Don't worry, now we're up to 144 million, so yeah, everything is good in terms of the finances. And yeah, we only made 2 transfers going out, but as I said, they were big money. The second was Fellaini to AC Milan for 24.5 million. Again, another deal that had to go through in my view because Fellaini wasn't doing enough for me. If you go to his history right here, first 2 seasons at the club, first season played a bit, only got 2 assists, had a decent rating for a defensive midfielder. You know, defensive midfielders don't really get high ratings because they don't score or assist too often and don't really get player of the matches. So, yeah, probably their ratings are a bit underrated to how they perform for you. Because, you know, he helped us, obviously, to our successes in the first couple of seasons. So, you see in the second season, didn't play as much and rating wasn't above 7. So to sell someone that wasn't getting above a 7 rating and didn't get a goal or assist or player of the match for the whole season in the league, yeah, I thought that was a good deal for me. And especially as we have more promising players coming through with better finishing ability and goal scoring ability. For me, Fellaini is a very good defensive player, and that's the position he prefers to play as well. He doesn't like playing in attack though. He's even said that in real life. He prefers to play as a defensive midfielder than an attacking type. So yeah, and the rest are just free transfers and loans of younger players. I'm not going to go through all of them because there's heaps, but that's a good sign. We're sending out heaps on loan to get the experience like I always do. And we still got definitely enough players to play. So now we're going to be focusing on the ins. And you see 40 million. This is one of the very few times there's more going out. Well, yeah, more money coming in for us, actually, than me paying to other teams. 40 million going out to other teams and 60 million coming into me. So, yeah, especially by 20 million over, that's a lot. But anyway, focusing on the transfers. And we don't really need a change. As you know, we've been doing well. So yeah, I can't really change too much. I don't need to. But first up, 500k for Luka Radicevic, the Croatian young striker. Very, very tall striker. Yeah, he's a good prospect, no doubt. For his value right now is 250k. We signed him for double of that. But I would expect that will increase as the seasons go by. He's got the 3-star report, but still the report to be a star Premier League striker in the future. He's got some great attributes. No doubt he has to improve in terms of his speed, so I'm working on his quickness, but that's not he's going to be key thing. His key thing is going to be a good striker in the air, winning headers and that kind of thing, and a good finisher as well. Look, 15 finishing, he's determined. So yeah, that's pretty much it on him. He's gone straight into the under 18, still needs to develop, and it's yeah, he's a decent player. But next up, Eduardo Melendez, who we signed for free. He's a pretty good deal if you ask me. I found him for free. My scout picked him up, so send him straight on loan to Walsall as well. But if you check out his report, a 2-star is not amazing, but he's still got potential to be a good Premier League central defender in the future. And if you can get someone like that for free, no cost at all, only his wages, especially wages pretty cheap as well, you're going to go for that. You can at least make profit on him. If he's going to be a Premier League level player, at least a few million or something. So profits to be gained right there as we move on to the next region. Again, Igor Mazan, another 15-year-old we signed for 375k, sorry, below his value. So it's good for me, 5-star report. He's natural as a centre-back and a centre defensive mid, can play centre mid as well, dictates the tempo, but hasn't really got amazing passing right now. Has to improve in that, but he has got amazing defensive attributes, 17 tackling and 16 heading. So that's really good. Positioning is strong as well. Anticipation pretty high for mental attributes. You know, they generally just increase when you get experience, and he's only 15. So he's already played 3 under-21 games. Again, he could be a good defensive player for us in the future, but again, going back to just straight into the under-18s, because we don't really need him at the minute. So we needed to get a replacement for Welbeck, and the guy for that was Facundo Ferreira, and definitely below the transfer of Welbeck. Look, 11 million, 36.5 million. So we picked him up from Shakhtar, sorry, and he's a very good finisher and heading, really solid all-round striker. If you look at his results here in previous season in his history, first season scored 19 goals in 23 appearances, and last season he scored 17 in 21 appearances. So very similar season. You can see he really dominated in Shakhtar, but really moving to a higher level now, and we'll see if he can do it as well. So leave your thoughts on him as a striker. You know, strikers are really the important signings, so I'm sure you'll give your thoughts on him. He seems a good all-rounder, maybe similar to Rooney, maybe not as good passing, but yeah, as I said, he's an all-rounder. So that's pretty much it on him. Moving on to the next transfer was another. I like to sign heaps of regens. I got heaps of scouts going to sign them. So yeah, he's attacking fullback 15, another 15-year-old that's played for his country at an under-21 level, really surpassing the under-18 level and just skipping into the under-21s because he is that good. He's got the 5-star report, and he go to history again. Only signed for 3 million from Derry City. Then he moved to Celtic, and then of course to us for 3 million. Has again 5-star report, and then he's got the world-class ability, so no doubt he's going to come in. And we already got the not world-class, the wonder kid of Jonathan Silva. I got heaps of this information in my head I want to say to you. It's really hard to get it in episodes, so if you notice me talking quickly sometimes, I've just got so much information. That's how Football Manager is. I have so much information to show you. I probably should slow down at times, but there's so much to show you. I try and get it in the shortest time possible because I don't want my episodes to be like really, really long. So I'm working on that on my videos, maybe to try and make them better and maybe start to speak more slowly for you to understand. Like you see, I'm trying to do that now, and probably the videos might be better. So I am working on that, but sometimes I really want to get that information quickly, so the videos don't be too long. But don't worry, I am trying to work on that to make the videos a better thing. But also, the thing is, when you talk, try and slow. It's like when you speak slower, it's not as exciting, and that's what I mean. And you got to speak a bit faster for it to be exciting. I'm trying to find a good balance between that. But of course, drop your comments how you want it as well. I always take that into consideration. So the big money signing for this season was Erik Lamela. He is an amazing player. I really like him. Going to be playing right midfield, maybe as a striker if we need him at times. So yeah, I'll leave your thoughts on him as a striker. Well, I mean, he can play as a striker, but leave your thoughts of him as a signing. He's still a young player, 23. He's got heaps of years left, at least 5 years at his highest ability. So, yeah, there's not really too much to say about him. Like, you can just see his attributes, and that's it. Like, you got to see how good he is, judge yourself. And you can see what he's done last season. Had a good season, 12 goals scored. So I really want to sign him after that. He could show as an important player for us. And again, signing an experienced player in Lucho Gonzalez from FC Porto, 950k. Wanted to go with a similar signing like Puyo last season, like experienced player. A guy that could help players in training and stuff, not just on the pitch in game day, but also in training. Experienced players, like another coach. He's not technically a coach, but yeah, just an experienced player to help with training and maybe help younger players in the first team to grow to their abilities. So yeah, hopefully he does that. He does the job I want him to. Next up, Marko Pavlovsky. He was a free transfer, Serbian. Hopefully he can develop. Had to go out on loan to Antwerp to get his work permit. Hopefully he does get that soon. Like Jean Kouassi, who only took a season to get it after getting some appearances for his country. So hopefully he'll be in the same boat as Pavlovsky. But if not, if it is going to take the 3 years, he's still going to be 24 and he'll be at his best ability. So yeah, not to worry about that. And we've got definitely enough players to come in. Leonardo Capeci as well from Fiorentina. Another free transfer for central midfield. Really, really good. But again, sending him out on loan to his country, to Verona, to get some experience and continue to grow as a player. So I tried to get through that fairly quickly. And I've got some other ones. You know, I signed this guy. I'm not going to attempt to say his name. It's too long. But anyway, I'll just call him Messaoud. He is from Tunisia. He could be like a Tunisian Messi. He's got good dribbling, good technique, and long shots very good as well. So it'll be interesting. I don't think he'll be that high quality. Yeah, because he's got low determination. But yeah, at least we can make a profit on him at the very least. So that's a positive sign, I'll think. But next up, Dragon Stolika, another left winger region I have picked up for a fairly cheap fee. If you go to history, where are we? Transfer, yeah, 550k. So that is above his value, but you would imagine he'll become into like a high quality player, like a high Premier League level. He's got that 4-star report, so we'll see how it develops. He's a good dribbler, good passer, decent first touch, and he is a quick player as well. So here's the final player, Zach Cook, who is another regen from New York, American, one of the older regions in the game. He's already played 10 times for the United States. For the national team, of course. He is a very good player. He's been dominating in the MLS, and his contract was running out, so I was able to sign him on a free transfer, which was amazing because I was actually scouting him for a really long time since he came to New York in 2014 last season. So he had a very good first season, continued to form into the second season, and his contract was running out. I can buy him now, but I don't feel the need to because we have already got the players in those certain positions, and I want to give you an update of a couple players that have actually came to the first team now. One of them will be Adnan Januzaj. Obviously, a lot of people would be requesting him because, yeah, people wanted me to give him games, but I don't feel he was good enough. Even in real life, I don't think he's good enough. If this was a situation, if Jose Mourinho was Manchester United manager, Januzaj would have been loaned out. He wouldn't have played a game this season, but that's the difference between managers, I guess, and yeah, that's the way I'm going with it. Loaned him out for 2 seasons. He scored and assisted consistently for a midfield player. You can see their first season at Coventry in the Sky Bet League 1. He played 34 times, scored 6 times, got 9 assists to his name. And second season at a more higher level in the Eredivisie, he played 31 times, 3 goals and 6 assists. So he definitely improved, or at least got experience at a higher level. And now hopefully I'll be able to give him some chances. He'll be able to play a lot of positions in my formation, out wide on both sides, and also as a striker. So it'll be very interesting to see how he does for me this season. And next up, the other one, really any other new player getting promoted, is Danny Pereira, who is a very good regen. We signed last season for 8 million. Argentinian central midfield, has played 19 times for the under-20s of Argentina. He's a very good passer. Technique is good, and he's really quick. There's 16 pace, 16 fitness, or natural fitness, and 15 agility. Last season, sent him out on loan to Feyenoord in the Eredivisie. Played 20 times, scored 3 goals and 2 assists. Not too bad from central midfield. So this season, I'll be looking for him to make an impact. Like I said, selling Fellaini, again, yeah, that's one of the reasons I sold him, to give Danny Pereira a chance to reach that world-class ability, because he is 5-star report, potentially be a world-class player in the Premier League. So leave your thoughts on him. And now we have got some potential players that are maybe close to reaching the first team. You know, centre-back is definitely, we need to find some options because we have some older players in the team. Alejandro Carniel, another Argentinian, has got some very strong attributes, is natural as a right-back and a centre-back, so he's definitely going to be part of the future in one position or another. And again, Felice Giuliani, the Italian who he signed from Napoli, he's very good mentally already for a 16-year-old. Again, another 5-star report, a natural centre-back or defensive mid or centre-mid. So a lot of options there. And also Rodrigo, who he signed, a Brazilian player. Another 5-star report. We have passing is very good, tackling is very good. We'll probably play him centre-mid because we don't play defensive midfield anymore. But again, we change it throughout the course of the season, and I may do that again to allow him to be in. And Richedley Bazoa, he's a real player we signed in the first season, and he's developed slowly. He's got a decent height. I'm not sure. I haven't really took note of that. Can players actually grow? I've never really noticed that. I know it could be a thing in the game, but it's not something I actually noted down and to see if they develop in their height or not. It's just one of those things, I guess. He's good physically, strong. He's got decent pace, 14, and he's just continuing to develop. First season, he was in the under-18s, but last season I moved him up to the under-21s, and yeah, he's another one who could get some first-team experience if we need to. So that's pretty much it. Nick Powell, potentially, but we have so much attacking players. Like, also, Angelo Henriquez, do you think we should give him a chance, or should I sell him to get some money? But the thing is, we don't really need to sell players right now. The money's decent, or do you think I should leave him in the under-21s so he can continue to develop? in good training facilities. I think that could be a thing. So, yeah, drop your comments on all the signings. And Henriquez, what should I do with him? Do you think he'd be good enough for the future? He's got a 3-star report, and we've got other good strikers as well. So, yeah, it's hard to say. So hopefully you enjoy this episode. Drop a like if you did enjoy it. Drop a comment on the signings, and I'll see you guys next time.